What's up, everybody? My name is Brad, and today I've got another comic book review for you, and I'm going to be talking about the Rise of Kylo Ren number 3, written by Charles Soule. This actually came out yesterday, and it's part 3 of a 4-part series about the downfall of Ben Solo and how he becomes Kylo Ren, who we saw in the sequel trilogy, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and the Rise of Skywalker. This issue picks up where the last issue left off. Ben Solo, he is on the hunt for the Knights of Ren. He's trying to track them down, and he's basically wanting to join up with them. He was told about them, or sort of where they're at, by Snoke, so he's sort of being manipulated by Snoke still. He does finally come across the Knights of Ren, and to be able to join their group, you have to perform a good death, which is to kill someone who is really close to you, a very personal kill. Ben sort of describes that he's already done that, and we get flashbacks to a fight with the 3 remaining students, Ben's fellow students, who survived the destruction of Luke's Jedi Academy. And he's telling us about this fight and what actually happened, and we see that Ben isn't really wanting to do these things. He's sort of being forced to do these. He's being put into a corner. He's just wanting to get away. His main thing is, and we see this through some flashbacks in this issue, that he's always been powerful in the Force, more powerful than some of the other students at Luke's Academy. One student in particular, and I can't think of what her name is, but she's one of the ones that's hunting him down. She has always been jealous of him, jealous of how much more powerful in the Force he is than her, how he's always bettering her in sort of dueling and other Force sort of activities. So there's that jealousy factor in her, which is sort of leading to her wanting to seek him out and possibly destroy him. She's jealous of him, which is a dark side thing. But that shows how powerful Ben Solo is compared to everybody else. And that's one of his main issues. He's fearful and afraid that he's not going to live up to what his name is. His first name's Ben, named after Obi-Wan Kenobi, a famous Jedi Master that he never met. His last name's Solo. His father's Han Solo, probably one of the best pilots, most renowned pilot, one of the most renowned pilots in the galaxy. He was a smuggler, and he became a war hero. His mother is Princess Leia. She was a princess at one time. She was one of the leaders in the rebellion. His uncle is Luke Skywalker, the famous Jedi who ended the Empire, and one of the last Jedis left, one of the only known Jedis left. And then, of course, his grandfather was Darth Vader. So there's all these, lofty people that he's either named after or are part of his family, part of his lineage, that he feels like he has to live up to. And he's afraid, in my opinion, he's afraid that he can't live up to those expectations. He can't be himself without people looking down on him and not him being as great as people are wanting him to be. And I think that's the little seed that sparked, started the growth of the dark side within him. That little bit that Snoke sort of grabbed hold of. And it's that fear that not living up to the name, not living up to his family and lineage, that he's going to fail. I think that is the main sort of spark that sent him on the path down the dark side. Being manipulated by Snoke, and eventually, it seems like he destroyed the Jedi Temple, but we're not really sure. The Knights of Ren might have done that. In his mind, he thinks he did. So now he's being chased by these 3 remaining students. He's just wanting to leave. You can tell he doesn't want to fight them, but the girl is very adamant about fighting, and he's trying to, push her away, not fight. One of the other members sneaks up behind him and throws a lightsaber at him and causes a distraction. And that Jedi ends up killing himself with his own lightsaber, but it seems to the other 2 that Ben was the one who killed him. So there's sort of a misconception there, not good communication. He's sort of taken the blame for something that he didn't actually do, and now they're going to be hunting him down. That's sort of how the comic ends this issue, with that one Jedi being killed by his own hand, but it seems like Ben Solo actually did it. So he joins up with the Knights of Ren. They don't really consider that a good death that he told them about, since he didn't actually want to kill them. But they let him join up anyway because Snoke sort of vouched for him. He gets a new outfit. He's sort of all in black now. And, that's sort of how we end this issue. Him joining the Knights of Ren, and the 2 remaining Jedi members of the Academy are on the hunt for him. They know where he's gone. One of them can read minds. They know that he's sought out the Knights of Ren. So it's sort of built up to this this crescendo, this climax, and what issue 4 is going to be. So we'll see what happens. I do wish that we got more answers, sort of, especially with the Knights of Ren. I want to know more about them. Are they being controlled by Snoke? Are they separate and they're just working together with Snoke? I want to know more about the person who calls himself Ren, who's their leader at this moment, who he actually is, where his powers came from. There's more questions that are cropped up from this comic issue, which I like. Hopefully we'll get more answers down the line, more in-depth answers about the Knights of Ren and the relationship with Snoke and all that sort of backstory. But that's all I want to say about issue 3. Like I said, issue 4 should be out sometime soon. I gave this one 4 stars. It was a little bit slower for me than the other 2, but I like what it's building up to for this final issue. But that's all I have for y'all today. So thanks for spending time with me. Again, my name is Brad, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.